It's pretty crazy to think that the iPhone 17 lineup is only 2 weeks away, and lately we've had a ton of updates, from leaked cases to camera details and so much more. So get those snacks ready and let's take a look at everything new. So first off, we've got some telephoto camera updates. In our last video, I mentioned that the iPhone 17 Pro and the 17 Pro Max may be getting a huge upgrade when it comes to that telephoto camera, going from a 12 megapixel sensor to a 48, and even possibly offering up to 8x optical zoom, with a camera unit that would physically move from 5x all the way to 8x without even having to use sensor cropping at all. Now, according to a post from Instant Digital on Weibo, it turns out that only the iPhone 17 Pro Max may be getting this upgraded telephoto module. The leaker said that the iPhone 17 Pro Max may have one of the best telephoto cameras on any smartphone, although he did not elaborate. Meng Chico also reported earlier this year that the iPhone 17 Pro Max could be the only iPhone getting that upgraded telephoto camera. He also mentioned that if this happens, then next year's iPhone 18 Pro and 18 Pro Max would both be getting this same upgraded telephoto camera. And this wouldn't be the first time Apple introduced a new telephoto camera only on the Max variant. The 12 Pro Max, for example, had a rather weird 2.5x 65mm equivalent telephoto, while the 12 Pro only had a 2x optical zoom telephoto. Fun fact, the 2.5x telephoto on the 12 Pro Max was the only time when Apple ever offered that camera, as the 13 Pro and 13 Pro Max went up to 3x zoom. We had a similar story with the iPhone 15 Pro lineup, where only the Max got the new 5x telephoto, whereas the Pro was still using the previous year's 3x telephoto. Although I think if they do indeed offer that telephoto lens that physically zooms in from a 5x optical zoom to an 8x optical zoom, it would make sense that they would need more internal space to do that, hence why this would only be restricted to that Pro Max model instead. Although this wouldn't explain why the smaller 18 Pro would get it next year. We'd definitely love to hear what you guys think about it, so let me know down below. And speaking of cameras, according to a recent leak, the antennas have actually been relocated to around the camera bump from the actual frame. Apple could have chosen this new antenna design in order to improve reception and signal stability, similar to the design that they introduced with the Apple Watch Ultra. And with this new antenna layout, we could see enhanced radio performance, so faster millimeter wave 5G and faster 5G, also reduced latency, of course a cleaner design since we won't have those breaks on the frame, and also a bit more space internally for things like, larger batteries and improved thermal systems. Although the internal space saved would be very tiny. Now, aside from this, we do have some new screen protectors for the iPhone 17 lineup that have been leaked as well, pretty much confirming their screen sizes. We can clearly see the iPhone 17 and 17 Pro having the same screen size, which is said to be around 6.3 inches, just like last year's 16 Pro. Then, the 17 Air would be the middle ground between the smaller iPhones and the massive 17 Pro Max, with a 6.6-inch screen, while the 17 Pro Max would then have the same gigantic 6.9-inch screen, just like last year's iPhone 16 Pro Max. But it's not just screen protectors that got leaked. Some cases also got leaked. Apple's first-party cases specifically, reportedly called liquid silicone, these may replace the standard silicone lineup, featuring a matte finish and also a soft touch texture. Another notable detail is the addition of these two small holes in the corner, most likely for lanyard support, although the lanyard itself may be sold separately. A fun fact, this wouldn't be Apple's first attempt at such an accessory. Back in the iPhone 12 era, the leather sleeve case actually included a lanyard right in the box. Majin Buu has also reported that these cases may come in the following colors: deep orange, pale orange, grass green, celadon, fog purple, gray blue, dark blue, and midnight black, with a few more colors being potentially introduced as seasonal colors, such as black, gray, carambola, tannin, and late green. And do you know what else would look amazing with these new colored cases? Our wallpapers, especially our latest packs like Creative Cuts by Splashy, Hollow Houses by Cheese, and one of my favorites, Mysterious Mist by Ollie. And with a 1:1 aspect ratio and an 8K resolution, they're all made by our designers, and over 200 of them are available to download for free. Simply use the link below to download our app Wallpapers on iOS and Android. Okay, now if you're not a fan of silicone cases, fine woven cases may be coming back, although under a different name, TechWoven. This is probably because fine woven cases have had a shocking reputation, widely considered as one of the worst cases and accessories ever sold by Apple. They weren't durable at all, and you could scratch them within seconds of taking them out of the box, and even MagSafe accessories would leave permanent marks on the case. The new TechWoven cases could feature a dense, slightly textured weave designed to improve grip and better withstand everyday wear. The buttons are said to be metallic, with some models even having some contrasting colors just to make them stand out. And of course, they would still come with MagSafe and a camera control button. Now, whether these actually prove to be more durable than fine woven cases, that remains to be seen. Although, personally, I just really miss the genuine leather cases that Apple discontinued when the iPhone 15 lineup was introduced, but what about you guys? Speaking of cases, we've also had some leaks from third-party case manufacturers, and these ones clearly showcase the new layout for the MagSafe magnets. Now, I've already covered the repositioning of the magnets in one of our previous videos, and I gotta say, it's quite interesting that only the Pro models would get this new open ring design. And this is because only the Pro models are set to have their logo repositioned further down, and in order for it to still be visible through a transparent case, the MagSafe circle would then have an open design. So what do you guys think about this? Like, do you like the new open ring design, or do you just think it looks ugly? Now, ever since the leaks for the iPhone 17 Pro lineup have started, we've had some mentions of Apple possibly introducing a new anti-reflective display coating similar to what we have on the Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra and the S25 Ultra. Rumors of an anti-reflective display coating first surfaced back in 2024. It's been said to offer greater scratch resistance than Apple's current ceramic shield, meaning that iPhone 17 Pro models equipped with it could withstand daily wear and tear better. Earlier this year, however, some reports suggested that Apple was struggling to scale the coating process, which did raise concerns that maybe they've decided to scrap this feature entirely. Well, guess what? Since then, the process has been reportedly streamlined, so this new display tech may still make its way to the iPhone 17 Pro lineup. We still don't know whether this will be a standard to all Pro models, or if this will be like a separate nanotexture option that you would be able to pick for your iPhone when you order it, similar to what you can currently do with the M4 iPad Pro and the M4 MacBook Pros. Other than that, Apple could also be introducing a new feature in that rumored Pro camera app. And this new feature is said to be simultaneous dual video recording. This could allow users to record video on both the front and the back cameras at the same time, which would be super useful for TikTok and Snapchat. By the way, Snapchat already offers this ability directly in the app. But, you know, if you don't want to use their apps and you just want to get that same functionality, you would now be able to do that apparently in this Pro camera app. If I'm not mistaken, my old Samsung Galaxy S4 actually had this feature back in the day. What do you guys think? Would you actually use this or not? And last but not least, it is said that Apple is actually considering using Gemini, yes, Google Gemini, to power their new Siri. They are reportedly in early talks with Google about using Gemini to power a revamped Siri. And if they do this, this will simply tell investors and everyone that, yeah, Apple's extremely far behind, as they would have to literally rely on their competitors to power their voice assistant. And the thing is, given the current fiasco that Apple Intelligence has turned out to be, I wouldn't be surprised if Apple is actually looking for help from the outside. I think this is literally the best move. They just cannot do it internally, which is extremely embarrassing for a company that basically pioneered the voice assistant. Like, Siri was the very first voice assistant on a phone. It launched with the iPhone 4S in 2011, so 14 years ago. And sure, while it did get some new abilities here and there, it is currently very far behind everyone, like everyone. So maybe this is the right solution, just giving up and using, Google Gemini instead. So having said all of this, I think we do have a pretty complete picture of what the iPhone 17 lineup is going to be. Do you plan on picking one up or not based on all of this? Let me know down below. And if you have enjoyed this video, do hit that like button, as it does help out the algorithm. And for more iPhone 17 news and updates, don't forget to subscribe. Check out our app wallpapers for some amazing designs. I'm Daniel, this means ZONEofTECH, and I'll see you guys in the next one. ZONEofTECH, signing out. Cheers.